Alright, what's good everyone? So, as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm coming back off of my losing streak. As I posted about in my previous video of the month of May, it's been a red month. Just loss after loss after loss. And today, finally broke that streak. New month, new trades, more success. And in this video, I'm going to be covering everything regarding today's trade. I'm going to show the execution of Staking Live, the trade recording, and then at the end of the video, I'm going to break down the trade, the analysis behind it, and what ultimately led up to the position. Hope you guys enjoy.
Order filled.
Alright, filled here off this 15 second CISD. I'm putting my stop loss at that swing high. TP1 is going to be the 9:30 opening, followed by TP2 being at low day. Alright, so I'm going to voice over this part a little bit. Pretty much, I just want to go over some stuff that's been happening recently in my own Discord and my own personal trading. So as of yesterday, June 1st, 2025, I officially cut off the live trading, and I am pretty much just shifting the focus of my inner prospect monthly sub. So I'll get right to the point of breaking everything down. So ever since I started doing live trading back in February, doing that 3 to 5 times a week, doing that every single day, I noticed that my trading and my psychology was affected a lot. And at the beginning, I assumed that it was just going to be normal. It would pass by as I continue to execute more often and get more comfortable with it. But as time went on, that mental barrier really never went away. I continued to hesitate again and again on perfect setups, and the majority of the time it was just because I was waiting for too much confirmation on setups that didn't need to have that much confirmation. And by the time that perfect confirmation comes around, my trade already played out, and then I try to play continuation too late. And the only reason I feel forced to wait for too much confirmation and to try to play continuation is because I've already explained everything and I'm live. I'm talking in front of people, and that's just been messing me up. So something to keep in mind is that when you have a certain strategy that you know the ins and outs of, you get to the point that when you execute, you just stop thinking and you enter that flow state. You know your model and you execute. But consistently trading live, I really have been unable to enter that flow state. I continue to have to explain my thought process, explain why my trade should work, why it might not work, and what could lead it to not work. And having to do it day after day after day and so on, it's forcing me to leave that flow state, and it's caused me to just overthink everything when it comes to my trades. And so pretty much what I just am going to be doing from now on, and specifically during summer, is just completely putting my own trading first and prioritizing my own success before all. When I can do that, then I will incorporate live trading again in front of people. And yeah, it's not just because last month was a red month. That's normal, it's bound to happen, but it's just because I have not been able to pass that mental barrier. See that screen. I TP'd there off the first presented. I technically TP'd a little bit below it. I was just aiming for a profit target, but yeah.
Just for you, oh, I'm an animal. Hand me a chime, dog, give me the juice. You are my citadel, you are my wishing well, my baby blue.
Order filled.
Alright, TP1 hit there, just over 120 points. We'll load right from here.
The world is a curse, it'll kill if you let it. I know they got pills that can help you forget it. They bodily call it medicine, but I don't need drugs, 'cause I'm already high enough. You got me good. I only got eyes for you. two, maybe three. Oh, you're phenomenal, feel like a domino, fall to my knees. I am a melody, you are my galaxy, my sweet relief. Oh, oh, oh. Used to like liquor to get me inspired, but you look so beautiful, my new supplier. I used to like smoking to stop all the thinking, but I found a different buzz. The world is a curse, it'll kill if you let it. I know they got pills that can help you forget it. They bottle it, call it medicine, but I don't need drugs, 'cause I'm already high enough. You got me good. I'm already high enough. I only got eyes for you. Don't try to give me cold water. I don't wanna sober up. All I see are tomorrows. Oh, the stars were made for us. I'm already high enough. You got me good. I'm already high enough. I only got eyes for you.
Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed that recording. Now we'll get into the general breakdown of why we took the trade. So initially going into the morning, we were just presented with this. We had no significant high ran out, we had no significant low ran out. As we can see within the development of our daily power 3, we can just generally classify this as accumulation. As again, like I said, there's no significant low ran out, no significant high ran out. We left the pre-day high, the pre-day low, both unmitigated on all three indices. Now, additionally, there was no sort of Kraken correlation, no sort of SMT, again, to confirm higher or lower prices. So our job going into 9:30 opening is simply to wait. We wait and wait for either the high or the low to be ran out, and then we trade based off of that. Now, as we can see, 9:30 opened up and immediately expanded higher. And when I say immediately, I mean immediately. As we can see, 9:30 opened, no manipulation whatsoever lower to confirm higher prices. So this alone, this price doing this immediately expanding higher with no attempts at running out any sort of significant low, lack of significant SMT to form, that alone immediately pointed me to be bearish. Now, what were the confluences to make me short? What were the P rays, all that. So obviously, as we can see, NQ runs out the pre-say high, while ES and YM both failed to do so. So boom, immediately we have our higher time frame SMT. Now, additionally, on top of the higher time frame SMT, we can also take note of the fact that we were trading out of a 4-hour SIBI, as we can see right here. So 4-hour SIBI, recently bearish higher time frame order flow. Overall market structure is bullish, but of course recent higher time frame order flow has been bearish. So 4-hour SIBI, S&P the pre-say high. Additionally, we had tapped into EQ of the previous week's range, exactly as I taught in the premium and discount, the range video that I posted a few weeks ago. Tapped EQ of the previous week's range, while tapping the 4 SIBI, SMT the previous day high. So we have all of our higher time frame confluences. Now, what is going to confirm the SMT with the previous day high? Well, that would be a lower time frame SMT. And as we can see, while price was running up to the previous day high, we were holding SMT with the previous 90-minute high the entire time. Now, I'll make it simple for you guys to show you guys on the 90-minute time frame, as we can see right here and here, why I'm putting in a failure swing. And yeah, so why I'm continuing to put in a failure swing, holding the SMT at the highs. That boom right then gave me confirmation for our higher time frame SMT. So lower time frame SMT confirming the higher time frame one. This then is followed by, okay, what is going to confirm the lower time frame SMT? Well, that would be an even lower Kraken correlation. And as you can see right here, with the proper time frame alignment, this 5-minute high at 9:30 gets souped on NQ, on ES, while on YM, we put in a failure swing, as we can see right here. So boom, we have our higher time frame SMT delivering out of a higher time frame PD array, confirmed through a lower time frame SMT, and that lower time frame SMT is then confirmed to drop down to an even lower time frame, such as a 1 minute, by this lower time frame Kraken correlation, as we can see right here. So that validated me to drop down to a 1 minute time frame, and that is where we were presented with this. And I'll just adjust the annotations. So now we're presented with this on the 1 minute time frame. So on the 1 minute time frame, we're left with, okay, we have a 1 minute inversion alongside a 1 minute SIBI. So we have a 1 minute BPR here. Now leading up to my specific entry, again, in order to validate us dropping down to an even lower time frame, such as the 15-second, which is what my entry was based off of, we then have to see some sort of, Kraken correlation on the 1 minute time frame. As we can see, while we're delivering out of this 1 minute BPR, we form a 1 minute, a Kraken correlation with the previous 1 minute high, as we can see right here. Now, the reason I dropped down to a 15-second time frame here instead of waiting for 1 minute CISD is just because of where price was within the range. The fact that we failed to have a 1 minute CISD right here and we retraced way before it, that alone was the main reason why I dropped down to a 15-second, because I didn't want a scenario to be that as soon as we form this little Kraken correlation here, that on the next candle we're going to immediately expand lower. I didn't want to risk that, because as we can see on the 1 minute, that's exactly what we did. And I wanted to, not, because, had I waited for that, that would have been my entry, and that would have been, limiting my risk reward, putting my entry way too close to where I was going to break even at and all that. So that's why I dropped down to a 15-second. And as we can see right here, 15-second CISD, and that was my entry. And boom, entry there, stop loss at this swing high, which, as I said before, is protected. TP was then at lower day, my final TP at least, and we were aiming for just over a 1 in 10 risk reward. My TP1 was the 9:30 opening, and that had hit, as you guys know, for just over 1 to 5, and that is the general breakdown of the trade. Now, is there anything I would change about this trade, my TPs and all that? To be honest, no. If anything, if absolutely anything, and I don't really want to change anything about the trade because it's, textbook setup. If anything, as soon as YM had ran out the pre-sale low, ran out all the sell side down here, or did we end up running out this low? No. Okay, so just trying to remember exactly what had happened. So with YM running out the pre-sale low here, if I were to absolutely change anything, I would have just trailed my stop loss, just a little bit lower, probably to like this swing high. That would have locked me in, a little bit more profit, but that's really it, because like we just showed, YM had failed to run out the previous week low, so it's like we still had external sell side that we could run to. So it's not like all my draws on liquidity were hit. No, YM still had a clear external draw on liquidity, and due to that, I was still anticipating us to continue lower. Nonetheless, it's just small tweaks we could change, but otherwise, there's really nothing. But as you can see, after that, we ended up delivering higher the entire day after price had formed SMT with the pre-sale low. Now, Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any comments, suggestions for future videos, anything I should change with this one, feel free to let me know. List it in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys all in the next video.